I don't think anything has changed this year with our current roster and our current players. Guys want to do well. Guys want to live up to their own personal expectations and what we want to achieve as a team. So with a lot of juniors and seniors back, we certainly have high expectations and where we want to finish based on having a lot of returners and then having the last couple of years be pretty successful for us. We're excited about our schedule this year, and clearly the conference schedule is going to be really, really challenging and competitive. I'm not sure the league has been this balanced and competitive in my time at Wittenberg or in the league in general. So our non-conference slate, I think, is a nice balance to that. We're going to get an opportunity to go to New York City and play Brooklyn College to tip off the year, which is a really exciting trip. We've got some guys that have not been on an airplane before, and we've got a lot of guys that have never been to New York City. So we're really excited to go play, but also kind of have a neat experience as well as a team and bond and spend some time together. So that'll be a great way to start our season. Certainly excited about a couple new non-conference games. We're going to play Hanover and Mount St. Joe this year, both really good programs, Heartland Conference schools, and so we're excited to kind of pick them up as non-league games. And then we'll get an opportunity to go to Virginia in December right after exams. We're excited about that. So as soon as exams end, we're going to Bridgewater College in Western Virginia and get an opportunity to play a couple games there. And then certainly always excited to have our Kiwanis tournament here right after Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year's. Ohio Northern, Elmira College out of New York, and Spalding out of Louisville, Kentucky will be here. So really good non-conference schedule. I think we're challenging ourselves, playing some good teams from some different areas, right? So we're playing some teams from out of our area just to kind of see some new faces, which should be kind of fun. And the trip to start off the year will be really cool. So excited about our incoming freshman class. 3 really good kids who have already gotten off to great starts in practice and really added to our culture and our program's personality and dynamics. Bryce Hill, who's from Cincinnati Seven Hills School, is really going to make an impact this year, as well as Cooper Lewis, who's from Indianapolis, Bishop Chatard High School, and then Quinn Starkey is from Chelsea, Michigan, Chelsea High School. And Quinn is a grandson of Stan Starkey, who's a former Wittenberg all-conference player in the OAC a long time ago. So there's some connections with Quinn and his family here at Witt. We're really excited with those guys. They can all play, they can all really shoot the ball, but they're just good kids, hard workers, and bringing a lot of personality to the team. So they've been very welcomed by their upper-class teammates. Key returners, the list is long this year. Having a lot of guys that played in the last couple of years and are back, only had one senior last year. So excited to bring all these guys back. We've got 5 seniors who have been through a lot of ups and downs, more ups and successes than failures, certainly over the last couple of years, but been part of kind of getting our program back where we want it. And those 5 seniors will play big roles this coming year, as will the junior class, backing them up. And again, that junior class has been a big part of the push forward for the program the last couple of years. So, those 2 classes in general, as a whole, both of them are going to make a big impact on the season. Pretty good. I think you're always excited to see yourself play against other people. It's hard to really gauge how well or how you're doing when you're just playing yourself. It's a balance of offense going really well against defense that's poor, or vice versa. So, there's certainly an element of trying to figure out, is it one side of the ball or not, until you really go play other people. Scrimmages are great, and we approach those to get a lot of people reps and combinations of guys that are going to play together and really look through things like that. So we had 2 good scrimmages that tested us a lot and pushed us and really showed us what we need to work on and get ready for in the year. But we've been really happy with the competitiveness of practice. The guys really enjoy being in there and getting after each other, so it's been great so far. I think we can always shoot the ball better. You know, I think most coaches and most teams will feel that way. You know, we've shot the ball around 50% as a team from the floor the last couple of years, but I still think we can shoot the ball better from the perimeter. We've got some guys that can really do some damage back there, and for whatever reason we just, you know, we didn't shoot a great percentage. So I think that's a big thing, especially as much as we attack the rim inside, whether it's post touches or off the drive. We need to be able to keep teams honest by being able to shoot from the perimeter. That's probably the biggest thing. And, you know, certainly the biggest challenge for us and any team is growing throughout the course of the year. You really don't want to start off playing your best basketball because there's nowhere to go from there but down, right? And so we're challenging our guys to just kind of take a step forward every day. We want to be playing our best basketball in the second half of the year and trending towards some success. When you return a lot of players, there's a feeling sometimes of wanting to skip ahead, and they want to go ahead and go into games, and then they want to go into conference games, and then they want to get into, you know, the end of the season tournament type stuff. And, you know, so I think the biggest thing that our team and any team that returns a lot of players faces is just keeping guys focused on the details and the day-to-day grind and embracing all those little things that have to be done well. You know, you don't just pick up where you left off at the end of the year. No team does. But certainly when you have a lot of returners, you fight that a little bit, that they want to go right back to where they were in March, you know, where we were in the second round of the tournament. It just doesn't work that way. So, you know, I've been pleased with how we've approached things, but we'll have to stay on them. So I think that's a big thing for, again, not just us, but any team that returns a lot of players is you gotta, every team is different. Team dynamics are different. You know, one person on or off your roster changes team dynamics, so you got to really kind of stay focused on fundamentals and daily improvement and see where it takes you. We'll base a lot of our approach offensively and defensively on Connor Seipel, who's our senior and been through a lot of battles and has had a heck of a career so far, and he's just kind of our stabilizing force on both ends of the floor. We know exactly what we're going to get from Connor. He's extremely consistent and dependable. And so we'll start and end a lot of things with Connor. And then certainly Jake Bertimus and Jordan Pomeroy will be three-year starters, seniors, guards who have been through, again, like Connor, been through a lot of battles. So those guys are battle-tested, they're tough, they're gritty. They each have their own thing that they bring to the table with the team, but both of them are ready for really good senior years in addition to Connor. And then our juniors, couple of juniors, I think James Johnson is ready for a breakout year. The way he finished last year and the way he's started our preseason, you can tell that he committed a lot to his off-season improvement and came back in great shape and has really been a joy and a fun to watch in practice every day with how much he's improved. And then Landon Martin and Rashad Ali Shakir, both again experienced, tough juniors who have been through a lot of really tough and big games. They know what it means to be in those games and how you got to execute and how you got to play. And both those guys have had really good preseasons as well. We're unbelievably excited to have the new facility finished, and you know there's some improvements that have gone on in the arena. You know, new scoreboard, and we're getting some new game day operation type things going this year as well. So I think when fans come to watch games, they'll see some different things in the arena. But having the steamer, the indoor field house, and then our weight room is unbelievable. There is nothing like either of those spaces in Division III in the country.
Tiger.
Right.